Hi everybody, this is Robert Higgs from Barren Ridge Vineyards doing our Live at 5 virtual tasting that we do every Sunday at 5. We're recording today. We're out here in our Vidal Blanc, so we have some nice fruit out here to show you, and we're going to taste two vintages. We're going to change soon that is, from our 2018 to 2019. We have an unlabeled bottle here of 19 in our 2018 Vidal Blanc, which is a hybrid grape named after the creator, Mr. Vidal. And here's the wine bottle. And we're going to see what Vidal tastes like in a very rainy year, fourth rainiest year on record, at least since late 1800s, I believe. 2018 and 2019. Very hot year. So the vintages are very different in Virginia. That makes Virginia special, and it makes it very interesting to taste wine every season here, every year. Very different than other parts of the world. So Virginia continues to carve out kind of a unique place on its own. We're out here in the vineyard up at about 1,300 feet. At a high point in the Shenandoah Valley, a nice breezy part of the Shenandoah Valley on Barren Ridge. Barren because it's a microclimate, it's windy, and it's arid. It's a semi-arid microclimate, and we're here standing on the soils that come from the Allegheny Mountains, which are to our west, and a billion-year-old mountain chain that was combined with the Blue Ridge Mountains and used to be higher than the Himalayas, higher than the Rockies, gigantic mountain chain, which has slowly eroded over time, and a lot of that erosion has come into our vineyards. So we have mixed soils here. We'll talk sometime about geology and more about soils and stuff like that, and we did a soil study here last year, so we'll talk about that in the future. But we have a mixed soil types in our vineyards here. We have shale and weathered shale from the Alleghenies, which is good for whites and reds. We have limestone. We have good Virginia red clay. Red clay is very good for red wines. Limestone is very good for whites. And we have some different types of composite soils, sandy soils, some kind of riverbed pebbles, and a few other things. So we have a mixed vineyard that's good for reds and whites and rosés. And we're out here, I'm out here with Kirk Fox, and I can show you some of the fruit. We'll go to the fruit now. This is Vidal Blanc. So like I said, it's a hybrid grape created by Mr. Vidal, and this is a very characteristic cluster. Very long. You see how long and loose it is. It's great to have long, loose clusters. So there's a lot of fruit here, and it's very spaced out. So the airflow is very good in this cluster. Air can get in there and help keep the grapes dry and help prevent mildew, which is one of the chief problems in a humid area like Virginia. And really, these are going to turn golden as they keep getting riper. Berries are getting softer as we move towards maturity, and we measure maturity in bricks. It's a level, it's a measurement of the sugar content of the grape, and the grapes are much softer than they were. They were much greener a week ago and much harder. So they continue their evolution, and they do gain a little bit of color, and you see how beautiful they are in the sunshine. And they'll keep getting more beautiful as time goes on, more golden, and we'll be out here harvesting pretty soon. These will be harvested later, but we're probably going to start harvest this week, end of August, beginning of September, and we're about 2 weeks later than we were last year. But beautiful fruit. Vidal Blanc grows very well in Virginia, and it's a hybrid grape. When you grow hybrid grapes, you want to have certain characteristics. You want them to be disease and malady resistant, and you want them to grow well, and they grow very well here, and they are resistant, and you want them to have good flavor. So not all hybrids have good flavor, but things like Treminette and Vidal Blanc certainly do have good flavor. So we're going to taste them now. We're going to start with our 2018. Like I said, from a rainy year. Nice purity and clarity in the glass. Looks beautiful, brilliant in the sunlight here. Out on a pretty hot day. Wine's had a chance to warm up. First thing I notice is I get kind of a maritime breeze. A little bit reminiscent of a Riesling. A little bit of saltiness even. And nice fresh fruit, citrus. And some light kind of white flower notes, something like a very light apple blossom. And smells very good, very clean, a little bit of spice. Delicious wine. Nice and spicy, crisp, has good acidity. The backbone of the wine, good acidity. Nice fresh lime zest and lemon. That's kind of the fruit profile of this 2018. Kind of light peppery notes, carries it all the way through from the beginning of the palate to the end. Still has good length even in a rainy year like 2018, and you get some nice fresh, it gives me some nice maritime notes like and some nice minerality, some nice energy from the minerality like you would get on a Riesling. So it's not like a Riesling, but it has a little more body than a really crisp, very dry Riesling. But it has that kind of flintiness or stoniness, minerality that you would find in a Riesling. So it tastes very good and goes excellent with seafood, goes pretty well with anything, goes very well with vegetables, goes well with charcuterie. It's kind of an all-around nice sipping wine, and just tastes in general very good. You can drink it at any time, and almost anyone would like this, and it's kind of good quaffer. It's just easy to sip and drink. So hope you come by and enjoy it in the future, or maybe taste along with us. So hope you're all doing well out there. So that was the 2018. We're going to move to the 19, which doesn't have a label on it. They look very similar in the glass, like I said before. Okay, 2019. A little more profound nose, hotter year, riper fruit. Probably a little lower acidity and a little bit higher alcohol, but smells very good. You get a little different fruit profile. You get more baked citrus than you did in the first example, and you maybe get a little bit of pear even, which I haven't tasted before in a Vidal, but I smell a little bit of pear. And other than that, it smells fresh and clean, just like the 2018, and like I said, a little more depth. Sometimes that's the difference, there's a little more body in a hot year and just a little bit more varietal character, or, a little bit more of the fruit comes out when you have a hot, dry year and you get to more like full ripeness. But beautiful, crystalline in the glass. Look how beautiful that looks. Great served ice cold. Taste it cold, let it get warmer. Try it with different types of foods. Fresh fruit salad. Watermelon, you can try this with a lot of different things. It's going to refresh your palate with a nice acidity. It's going to cleanse out your palate in between wine tastings or in between courses, and it's generally just a nice all-around wine, and it produces very well. You see we have a lot of fruit out here hanging in the vines, and it never lets us down really. All right, cheers. Here's to a good harvest, and wish you all a beautiful fall as we creep into September. So let's hope for a nice, dry, beautiful fall here in Virginia with nice colors, and we'll see what we get. And I hope everybody, all the winemakers, everybody working in the wine industry has a beautiful harvest this year. So let's hope for the best for everybody. It's been a difficult year with pandemic and frost and hail and all kinds of stuff has been thrown at everybody. So we're all in this together. We're all about making the best wine we can every year. So we wish everyone well. Cheers. A little bit of flintiness also, a little bit of smokiness. So you get a little more bigger wine, a little more robust, more aromatic. It's on the palate as well as in the nose. You really get some nice spicy notes. You get some flinty notes, so you have the minerality there and a nice spice profile. And you get some different fruits. You get some of the same fruits as you got in the 2018. You get some lime zest, but you also get some lime. Get a little bit of peachiness and something like a tangerine, so it tastes really good. And maybe even a whiff or a touch of exotic fruits. You get some white pepper, so pretty complex for a Vidal Blanc. Extremely quaffable, tastes good. A little higher alcohol, it's kind of perceptible in the wine, but tastes fantastic. And 2019 was an excellent year. So enjoy the wines from 2019, but enjoy the wines from every year, and enjoy the vintage differences that you get in Virginia. Virginia is different than every other place on the planet, and we produce wonderful wines here year in and year out. So just get out and enjoy them, and enjoy the differences, and drink what you like, find what you like, and enjoy it, and come out here, relax, listen to some music, or come out on a quiet day and find a space out on our lawn. We've added speakers to different parts of our property so we can spread out even more. We have space by our pond now, and we have space up by our cabin where we just did another tasting. And you can relax. You can bring some lawn chairs and spread out. You can bring a picnic blanket. We'll have some picnic packages coming up in the future. And my wife Angela will be doing a tasting in the future. We'll do a wine and cheese pairing. We kind of introduced our cheeses last weekend, I think it was, and we're going to do an actual cheese and wine pairing. We might even have a little package for you if you want to pick up some cheese and wine together. But we continue to add to our little selection of artisanal cheeses from local producers. And we're always going to try to be as local as possible. And look for our future events coming into the fall. We're going to continue to have music on Saturdays. We will try to do a fundraiser for downtown Stanton for the people that had flood damage. And we'll continue to do different types of music. We're going to do some astronomy events. We got rained out last time, but we'll be out here in the vineyard during the new moon to see what we can see. And there'll be a meteor shower in December. And we're going to have all kinds of events in October for Virginia Wine Month. So we're going to keep everybody posted on that. And we look forward to figuring out how we can do our Christmas market and things into the winter season later in the year. But let's first get through harvest, and we'll see what we can do. And don't ever hesitate to get in touch with us. Let us know what you're thinking, or give us feedback, because we always like hearing from you. And you're a great community, and we appreciate all the new people that come out all the time, and all of our stalwart members of our wine club, and the people that have been coming here for years. At the old apple orchard, purchased by my grandfather in 1934. Winery started by my parents, John and Shelby, who have done a great job. And now me and Angela, who are here kind of on a day-to-day basis, out here in the vineyard with Kirk Fox, who's been managing our all of our technology. And we're going to keep doing new things. So stay in touch, and we'll wish you a beautiful and pleasant week. Stay safe and healthy, and let's all enjoy life together. Be well.